5 starts now.
Temperatures dropping into the single digits, leaving some looking for a warm place to stay. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kiana Bergson for Darren.
And I'm Kat Villianzoni. Some shelters have opened in our region, but is there enough room to meet demand? Channel 3's Cam Smith joins us live from the WCAX Orchard tonight. Cam, you spoke with some people who were looking for shelter on this cold night. What did they tell you?
Yeah, Kat and Kiana, many of the folks I spoke with today were utilizing the city's daytime shelters, but now that the sun has gone down, that's leaving most of them to worry about where they're going to stay as temperatures continue to fall.
It's a lifesaver. You know, I mean, it saves our lives. I mean, without this, we're a lot of us in trouble.
Lee Charbonneau was among the dozens seeking shelter at Feeding Chittenden Friday as bitter cold temperatures sweep through the region. Do you have a place to go tonight?
I have a place to go tonight again. They'll tell me that there's nothing in town, that there's things out of town in Rutland, but they don't have transportation. I'm 60 years old. I probably ain't going to make it through tonight.
In December, the city of Burlington opened up 30 beds at the former VFW building, but only as an overnight shelter. Anna Carhu secured a permanent bed at the VFW shelter when it opened.
We're lucky to have, known about it in the beginning and got one. We jumped right on that permanent bed, and it's nice to be out of the cold.
But some are not as lucky, oftentimes being turned away due to a lack of space. City data shows a 175% jump in people who are unsheltered over the past year. Peter Dragon with the Champlain Valley Office of Economic Opportunity says other beds have opened at the Champlain Inn and the Samaritan House in St. Albans, but it's not enough.
We have got to get to a place where this is a priority. It's a public health emergency for people experiencing homelessness, and we've got to take care of this, all of us.
The State Department for Children and Families says it currently has capacity in state-funded emergency shelter programs for 488 households, but it's currently turning away about 60 callers every day. Fire officials say when the temperatures drop, hypothermia can set in within minutes, so it's best to be prepared for the conditions.
Folks just simply going outside for what would have been a normal walk can come back and find themselves starting to see some of that white patchy, that waxy feeling on their nose, fingertips, cheeks, things like that. So bundle up.
Captain Prescott Nadeau with the Williston Fire Department says for alternate heat sources like a space heater, plug them directly into the wall and keep them at least 3 feet away from flammable objects. For wood stoves, make sure your chimney is clear and the fire doesn't get too hot. And with fire comes another important reminder.
Smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors, taking 5 seconds to push the test button and make sure they're operational could save the life of you and your loved ones.
Now, fire officials say it's also important to make sure that you leave your sink or your faucet at a trickle so that your pipes don't freeze. They say it's also important to open up the cabinets where your sink pipes may be to let your home heat in, again, so your pipes don't freeze.